For this tutorial, we will be taking a look at Universe by ViewSonic. This is a metaverse type platform that allows teachers to work with their students through this virtual reality platform. We can collaborate, host class, talk, have discussions all from afar, but it seems like we are all there together. The cool part about it is the students get the opportunity to represent themselves in the form of an avatar. I'm going to walk you through just the platform, how to make a class, how to do different things within Universe. I learned through watching their YouTube channel. This is at the end of our presentation. I highly suggest that if you are wanting to use Universe in your classroom, you continue to explore through the additional resources. So once you log into Universe by ViewSonic, you will be taken to this area. This is kind of like your lobby. You will just kind of hang out here. Once you come to your screen, over here on the right side, it says Enter Space. You will click on this and you will have several different options. One of them is create a space. You can create a classroom, a meeting, or a collaborative space. These are pre-made classrooms and meeting areas, or you have the option to customize a space. This allows you to choose what you want it to look like, what kind of furniture you want in there, how many collaboration boards you would like, desk, plants, teacher boards, anything you want to, you can add it to your classroom. I'm going to walk you through how to make one of these. I've already made one here just as I was exploring the platform, but I did want to walk you through how to do one of those. So I'm going to hit the plus. You come up with your classroom's name. I'm going to name it Math because this will be my math class. I'm going to have a small classroom and I am going to make it empty. This means that I will be able to choose anything that I want to go in the classroom. If you wanted to use default, it already has some pre-made classroom layouts that you can choose from. I'm going to go with empty. Create space. And here's a view of my empty classroom. You can hit rotate and it'll allow you to see it from a different angle. This will include the teacher board, chalkboard, kind of like the platform where the teacher stands to give instruction. You go through here and you can click on anything you might want to add. I'm going to add some desks. As many desks as you want to add, you're allowed to do that. You will also need to be sure that you add chairs. This tells the software how many students are allowed to be in this classroom. I'm going to make this one small just for the video purposes. So I have 6 students who can be in this math class. You come down here and you hit save. Once you hit save, you go back and it adds it to your spaces. So come back over here to Enter Space, Custom, and here's my math class. I'm going to click this and it'll take me into my math. Here is your classroom that you made. Now, I'm going to walk you through what it looks like on a teacher's side of the many things that we can do through Universe for our students. The very first thing you're going to see when you open up your classroom, a box is going to pop up at the bottom and it says, "This is your room ID." This is how your students will be able to enter your classroom to participate in the lessons, the quizzes, the collaboration. They have to have this. You can copy it and put it into any other kind of platform that you might use in your classroom, create it, convert it into a QR code, or you can send it and it's shared in the chat where once your students log in, they can go into the chat and find the code to enter your classroom. So I'm going to close this out. There are several different things that you can do within this. The very first thing I'm going to show you is here's your chat button on the left side. This is where you will be able to chat with your students. You'll be able to chat with other colleagues, whoever might be in the meeting collaboration time with you. Over here under the chat, you have reactions, and this is where you can give reactions to things that are said or things that you might like. You have under your reactions, you have your type of class. Right now, it is set in discussion mode. And so this means that the students are able to discuss and have conversations with each other. You can change it to lecture. And once you hit lecture, any of the students who are in your class, their avatar will head towards a seat and their avatar will have a seat. This is when you can start your lessons. Under this, you have your screening option, which we will get to in just a few minutes. We'll come back to this, and this is when you have the ability to share your screen. But we're going to pause on that. I'm going to come back. Under it, you have your 3D object library. This is where you can add things to the classroom. Maybe you want to add some frogs or some food options, anything you might want to add, you can just dump that into your classroom. You create it and then it goes to your room. We're going to go back to the sharing screen option. So you have your classroom set in the lecture mode, and you have the ability, you have the ability to share your screen. And this is where you will be doing your teaching. It comes up on this board right here. You have the ability to share any window that you might have open on your computer. So if you are teaching from a PowerPoint that you want to share with your class, or you are teaching from a Word document that has notes and you're just talking to your students, this is where you would do this. You click the window that you would like to share with them, and it pops up on this board right here. Essentially, it's the ViewSonic board that you see in the classroom. When you are done sharing your screen with your students, you hit the X and it says, are you sure you want to close share screen? And it will go back black. So your students will not be able to see what you have on your computer. A cool thing that I also wanted to share about Universe is over here on the left side, you have the option to assign quizzes to your students. You can click on Pop Quiz, make a new quiz. You type the title of it. Since we're in math, I'm going to go with shapes. And then you create your questions, and you can have the option to do true, false, single selection, or multiple selection. And you can go through and type in what questions you may want the students to answer. You can set a timer for the quiz to see how long it takes the students to do it, or give them a certain amount of time that they have to complete it within. Once you come up with your questions, you can start the quiz, and it dumps it out, assigns it out to your students in Universe. It will pop up on their side, and they will have to complete the quiz. And as the kids answer and submit, the questions pop up on your side, so you can see what they got right, what they got wrong, maybe what you need to reteach. Another option that you have is over here on the right side is participant. You can see who is in the class, who has not shown up for the class. This also allows you to see who is actively participating in the class. It pops up a sunshine if they are, and it pops up a rain cloud if they are not participating. Another cool thing that you can do from this button on your screen is you can assign breakout groups. I cannot do it from the lecture side, so you have to be sure to change it back to discussion. This is how you will be able to do the breakout sessions. You will create a group list from your student by your class roster, and then you will be able to determine who you want in which group, and you can assign out things for them to talk about. The awesome thing with Universe is, as a teacher, you can go through and walk around inside the classroom to hear what the students are talking about. That's a really cool thing. It allows you to almost pretend you are in the classroom. You're hearing those conversations, and you are ensuring that your students are working and on task. Under this is the browser. So within Universe, you have a browser that you can look things up. You have your settings, and then enter space. This takes you back out to the lobby, um, where you can create another space. You can join a different classroom by entering the room ID, or you can leave the classroom. When you leave, it takes you back out to the lobby, and then you have the ability to join other classrooms. This platform offers so much for teachers, especially an online platform. As I mentioned earlier, if Universe is something that you are interested in, I would definitely watch their YouTube channel to learn more. It goes very in depth with every icon that they have on their screen, so you fully